Hey, Small Group Network family, my name is Kirsten, and for this month's blog, I'm going to be doing it via video, but you can also follow along below. We see in Scripture that David was regularly strengthened in the Lord. Some translations will say, well, he encouraged himself in the Lord. 1 Samuel 30, verse 6, which also means to strengthen and to prevail. And while I believe that God can give us a new spirit of strength that we cannot ourselves, I also believe He's given us the responsibility to encourage others around us. We want to show them that we are for them, and therefore, that makes us all CEOs. We're Chief Encouragement Officers. So how are we building up our small group point people with words? Give or take, they say that statistics say that there for 6 positive comments are required for about every 1 negative comment. That is a lot. Why? There's such power in words. And words can have a lasting effect on people's lives, for better or for worse. 1 Thessalonians 5:11 tells us something similar. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling so good about yourself because someone spoke a word over you? Try to recall a time in your life where that happened. Maybe it was uplifting, maybe it was motivating, maybe it was challenging. And just as God speaks to us through words, so too do we have the capacity to be able to speak words to others. Words that have a positive domino effect. Could be something as simple as a thank you, a prayer, or a commissioning. God spoke words to us, and He's given us the capacity to do the same for others. So there are 3 things that I have found to be strengthening and encouraging for my small group point people. 1, speak over them. 2, speak about them. And 3, speak to them. Number 1, speak over them. Take a step back and think to yourself, okay, what do I want this group to be? What do I want to see in this group? Well, then pray about it. Start speaking over with your words these groups. There's such power in speaking over things in our lives. Number 2, speak about them. We have a saying on staff that says, brag about people behind their backs. Bragging about your groups is not a bad thing. In fact, it encourages people to maybe want to join a group or to want to grow in their leadership skills so that they too can be equipped as a small group point person. People want to be a part of encouraging things because encouragement is contagious. So speak highly of your small groups, of your small group point people. It will have immense ripple effects. And on a side note, don't just speak highly about what they do, but also who they are. Number 3, speak to them. In addition to bragging behind people's backs, we want to speak to their face. We want to tell it to them. Make sure that they know you believe in them and that you're speaking highly of them. It's one thing to say something when they're not around. It's another thing to let them know something positive was said about them in a previous encounter. It's like an extra boost of confidence. Now I get, sometimes we get so busy and we forget to say those encouraging words. Try to make an effort. Be intentional about it. And it also requires some discernment. So I'll leave you with this. Choose your words wisely, but also use them freely. So number 1, what groups do you need to speak over? Number 2, who can you brag about behind their back? And number 3, who needs an encouraging word from you today? Until next time, see you later.